You're going to probably have sections where the women fight the women and the men fight the men. You know,
like a rule of war.
Rule of war, like you can't shoot a woman. But then it gets confusing because...
See, this is another thing that's going to be changing as well. So, if women don't have to join, if women don't have to join, so it's just strictly men,
Yeah.
What about the men who've transitioned to women?
To be men. Oh.
Yeah. No, women who've transitioned to be men who've transitioned to be women. Do they?
No, we can't do that because what we'll have as a society just of trans women.
The loophole! The loophole!
Hey, Sheetsters, welcome back to Luke and Pete.
Talking sheet.
The podcast where Luke and Pete
talk that sheet every week.
That's right, and we're not for the faint-hearted.
No, we don't. If you're sensitive, there's a door.
If you're sensitive like Charlotte's nipples at the minute.
Okay.
If you're like Charlotte's nipples, there's the door, and rub nipple cream on before leaving.
TMI.
Yeah, but she has to rub nipple cream.
TMI.
She silver nipple
TMI.
covers.
She has to wear nipple covers with the tassels. What do you mean?
They are where these silver nipple covers.
I never even heard of those before.
No.
Why are they silver? To reflect the heat.
No, I think it's something silver has healing properties in it.
Oh, that's a middle class thing. That's a middle class thing. The black people have never heard of me.
I got 2 silver sovereigns in my pocket. Wonka.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a twist. I don't know.
No. Yeah, because I started watching that film. She said you went to go see it.
Oh, the Wonka, the thing.
The new one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, Luke, tell them about the Patreon we've got.
We got a Patreon, guys. You can sign up there. We do an exclusive episode every week. You get
every week?
Yeah, every week. On a Thursday, you get an exclusive episode, and you get the main episode early. Plus, we're going to start doing some activities.
We're going to waterboard each other, basically.
Yeah, some torture.
No, I know we've talked about it in the past couple of episodes, but we've been preparing.
Yeah, we've been scared.
Because Charlotte's not happy about it.
Yeah, but we persuaded her, so hopefully we'll get it done tomorrow.
We persuaded her to let Luke waterboard me.
Yeah. He's going to waterboard me as well.
Yeah, I will do. Who's going first, though?
She didn't need to be persuaded for you to waterboard me, though, did she? She's like,
No.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go first.
With the pouring?
I'll be poured on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I don't know whether I say you struggle, then I'll go, do you know what? I don't want to do that.
You wouldn't have a choice, Pete. You wouldn't have a choice. If I've done it, I would pin you down on the floor. I would put it would look real. It would look real.
What if I didn't want to do it, you'd make me do it?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, guys, no, if that's not worth the £3 alone, I don't know what it is.
It's a sandwich. You're missing out on a sandwich a month.
Hold on a second. Less than a sandwich nowadays.
Tesco meal deal.
Yeah, even with the Tesco's Club card, it's cheaper than that.
Yeah.
So sign up to our Patreon and support your boys.
Yeah.
We're not messing around anymore. All right? So,
all right,
sign up.
What did you want to talk about this week, Pete?
Vince McMahon, head of WWE.
No, that was not. That was not. You were talking about the drug.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about the drug first. Yeah.
You was going at the defense. Let's warm up first.
Oh, no, you got to tickle the panties.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. No, so there was a clip I saw this week, right? And it was about this guy talking about taking this drug called Salvia.
Salvia.
It's a hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
Brace for impact, right? Yeah. This drug, someone smoked this drug, yeah? This is an example of the sort of trip you get when you're on this drug. Someone smoked this drug.
Yeah.
And so the trip lasts about 8 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, so you're like, for 8 minutes, yeah? You come out of it, yeah? One guy, this is an example of a trip, and a lot of people have similar trips. One guy smoked it, was out for 8 minutes, he came back, he was disorientated, he had to be taken to the doctor, they had to recalibrate him into human life, because he'd been away for 30 years.
In his brain?
In his brain, and he'd had a wife and kids, and he was depressed, because his wife and kids was in the trip that he had, and he was sort of depressed that he'd left them behind. But they didn't exist. So he's in it. See, that's dangerous. You could go insane from something like that. To me, it sounds quite intriguing because life extension. That's life extension. I can get 30 years out of 8 minutes. Sounds like my fucking kind of drug.
Yeah, but do you know what? You really do you're just scared of death.
I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, but you are kind of.
What now?
No. If you just smoke a drug and then go into a life and build a life in there.
I don't want to end up like, if I could smoke that drug and not look like the people that smoke that drug.
I want to be a crackhead without looking like I want my teeth.
The downsides when I come back to normal life. Because if I'm aware of, but then the problem stands with, is this the crackhead life or is it the real life?
But you just made an interesting point.
What?
That is exactly what happens to people that get on crack. They have this lovely time.
Yeah.
Then they come back to reality and they're like, oh, this is horrible. And their world is really horrible. Like I remember I went to a crackhead's house one time. I could.
What, you went there?
He was selling stuff, like selling like.
It was a deal.
No, not a drug deal.
Right, what was it?
No, he had a mobile phone. And
Oh, right, you wanted to go.
He was selling some stuff. And I couldn't believe how they live, man.
It's I've lived like that. I used to live like that myself.
No, you haven't lived like this, man. If you've lived like this, and your dad's a doctor, he should be shot.
But he rarely came upstairs, so I had maggots under my bed.
What?
Mate,
I think actually it wasn't even that bad.
Really?
They live worse. You live worse than them.
I used to eat something and leave it there, and then when you forget like foods there, sometimes you forget. Do you ever happen to forget the food?
Yeah, well, no, not really.
Which would when you leave a plate on the floor?
Yeah, but what's your house? Would you get out of sight?
No, well, there's wrappers from stuff to cover up by accident.
Me. Do you know what? I can imagine him living like that. Yeah, because I've gone into his room sometimes and I scream at him.
What, your son?
Yeah. I scream at him. I'm like, what are you? Why have you got 7 bowls upstairs? I can't find a bowl. And then some of them half food in there. And he wakes me slumber like, oh, what? Sorry? Sorry.
Yeah, but he's a teenager, man.
Yeah, I don't care, man.
He'll learn.
Do you know what I realized though? This is what I realized. Being a parent, it makes you a better person because you see the standard that they want to live by, and you can't. And if you live bad, they'll live it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean now because now I'm a dad of 2 weeks, so my son's now looking at me like he gives me a look like, sort this out. Like I can look into his eyes now.
Do you know what? Sometimes I think you hallucinate because you make anything into a story.
What
your son isn't looking at you anyway.
No, he sort of looks like because he'll look away and then he'll look at me as if to say, "Yeah, did you get it?" So he'll look at me and I'm like, "Are you trying to tell me something?" Like this is what I think in my head. I don't say it out loud, but I'm thinking it. He looks at me and I'm like thinking, "Are you trying to tell me something?" And then he looks away and I'm like, "Nah, he's not." And then he'll go,
"Did you get that?"
As in, I was telling you something. Like, sort it out. And then I get like this panic in my head that, is he cleverer than me already? And he's only 2 weeks old? Do you know what I mean? Like, does that sound stupid?
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Why? What sounds stupid about it?
That you think a 2-week-old baby is trying to tell you something.
I think he knows that I'm not the main breadwinner in the relation. I think he can tell already.
That's your paranoia. That's your paranoia. When you hold him, he cries a bit like, ah! You're like, calm down. Calm down. Pass you back to the person, the authority figure.
Take off the nipple tassels.
But we talk about the Salvia.
So the trip, like the guy had a wife and kid, man. Imagine having your life now and you've got this.
So we could be in it now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hope not, because things are just starting to sort of look positive for us.
Can you imagine? You wake up out of it, just as things got to get good.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, Luke. Why would you ruin it?
Yeah, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that?
Don't, because that fucking stresses me out, because thinking about that.
Can you imagine that? Yeah, because you put in work in this world for no reason.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you work hard.
This is supposed to be the world you have fun in.
Yeah.
Because you're on the crack or the salvia.
On
so
the
we're
drugs.
supposed to be fucking around.
Yeah. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, you wasted it.
Yeah.
But there needs to be an identity thing, like where you can identify when you're in the Salvia world to when you're in the normal world.
Like a note that you can read.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, but would you believe if would you believe it if you read a note?
I'd start to think that my personal subconscious knows the note and would then be like, yeah, but I know the note is going to be used in the Salvia world, so I'll just pretend that the note isn't there, so you think it's the normal world.
You some double mystery going on. Wait, no, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like the Salvia world, because if I'm like, leave a note so you know that it's the real world or the Salvia world.
Why does your subconscious want to trick you?
Because I do that to myself. It's like whenever you go, don't panic, and you start going, oh, I'm going to panic, I'm panicking. Because you know not to panic, that your body's like, no, I'm going to fuck you over now. My body always fucks me over. Do you ever get fucked over in a situation?
No, my body never fucks me over. Like what?
Like
the only time I can remember being fucked over by my body. One time, you always have got me talking sex stories, but this is what I talk about. So I like to talk about is when you have sex for the first time with someone and you're like, please make this go well.
And then your dick goes down.
Your dick don't work. I remember. I don't know if I told you this one time when I was younger. I was going to have sex with a girl and it just wouldn't work.
No.
And I had to be like, I like you so much.
that I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I've done the same thing. She was sucking my dick and it was just like jelly, but it wouldn't go hard. And I'm like, it's not that I don't like you. I promise I really like you.
I'm interested in you, but it's thinking.
And then they get annoyed.
Yeah,
they get annoyed because
one girl made a comment. One girl made a comment. She was like, "Are you gay?" I got girl, mate. Fuck you. She's like, you can't.
No, you're like, hold on, let me try and make it work.
That makes it worse. That makes it worse.
I know, when you're wanking off
yeah. You're trying to think of every fault you can think of. Everything. And all the thoughts come into your head. You start thinking of your mum. Anything you can think of to get the thing hard, man.
I remember I had sex once and I was a bit drunk. But it was like, I did, because it didn't come very often, sex for me. So, like, I'd have to look for it. So when an opportunity came, I couldn't waste it, and it wasn't going hard. And she was like, "No, it's cool. You gotta get it.
She was like that.
No, she's like, "Come on," because she felt like I didn't fancy her.
Yeah.
So she was kind of like trying to rush me. I'm like, "Just stop rushing me."
Yeah, but you make it worse.
Me. So like, it's like.
You put it in.
I'm trying to put it in her ass.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
And she's like, the worst. Why are you trying to put it in there? It's definitely not going to come.
It turns me on. I need something a bit extra, a bit oomph to get me going. I need some filth.
I need a challenge.
I'm not right to the challenge.
I need a tough mother for the willy.
Let me get over this. Let me think it. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I've done that and shoehorned it in.
Shoehorned it in. Yeah, but you can't do that.
No, you can't. No way.
No,
but you shoehorn it on the body, and then you just start moving the hips. You start moving.
Yeah, you almost have to ease it in. It's in. It's in.
Yeah, but then you don't want to move too vigorously.
No, because it might pop out. And you almost tell her, don't let me don't move.
Let me start the engine. Let me start the engine.
I don't think women understand the true mental strength that a man needs to do to have sex.
No.
So if there was the understanding there that, I'll give you time, relax, but they take it personally.
Yeah,
and it's not a personal attack from me to you.
No. This is
it's
what
subconscious. It's your body messing you up.
100%. It's like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
No,
yeah? No. Because I've had women, that take a lot. They want a lot of messing around, foreplay, a lot of foreplay before they get down to. I'm like, this is taking ages. We've done it, everything like that. And then you got some women who's like, f me now. I'm like, relax. Let me warm up.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. And I feel like since I've got older, it takes me a little more longer to get into
the zone.
Full stiffness.
No, because I think you're used to it now. Back in the day, when someone would brush up against you, it would be like, boing. You'd be boom.
Yeah.
But now it's like...
I could do this, back it up, bam.
Yeah, but now it's like,
when
even when even when they do it, and you're like, It's not at the full. It's
not
almost
capacity.
like a
Captain, we need more power.
aged concrete. It's disintegrating a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want the concrete fresh.
Yeah.
So it's brand new. It's brick wall.
Because sometimes when you've got a hard one, fuck me. You start doing tricks, pulling it out, put it back, put it back in again.
Put your leg over it.
Yeah. Put a leg on the back, you like that. Yeah. You let her do some of the work. Like that. You get into it.
But the problem is when you go into a brand new relationship and you have a really hard one, and they think that's you on a normal basis, but it's just because it's the brand new situation. Everything's new.
No. This like it's because you use Viagra. It's because you use Viagra.
Let's not bring up all secrets. Let's not talk about it.
It's because you used Viagra. Yeah, and then you're like,
I'm not playing a part in this. You're gonna get me in trouble.
You use a PED, a performance enhancing drug. Yeah, you use a performance enhancing drugs, and you bag them, and you're like, this isn't me every day.
And then it's hard to.
You're
best not to.
And then they feel like. Yeah, because sometimes they mention it. They're like,
Well, have you lost the track?
It was big last time.
Yeah, I know. Or are you not attracted to me anymore? Yeah. It's like no. It's just. But I think that's natural. That the stiffness goes a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit more. It's like a heavy bag. When you first get it and you punch it, it's solid. After a few rounds, for a few months,
it's worn in.
It's worn in. It's a bit of a cushion to it.
You don't need the gloves anymore.
It's
easier.
There's a tenderness to it.
Yeah. You can't. You have to figure. But man, I don't know. Having drugs. I've never really been fond.
That was one there was another one that I heard about. Smoked Salvia, 7-minute trip. His mates were like looking after him, set it up all right. He was a tree for 3 generations.
Just a tree?
Yeah, just a tree for 3 generations. So 300 years he was a tree.
Is a generation 100 years?
Well, it's about the lifetime of a human.
Oh, really?
So he was just a tree for 300 years.
And what did he do?
He just sat there, just thinking I'm a tree.
So no, I would never touch that drug. I would never touch that drug.
I'd quite like to be a tree.
Yeah, but you quite like to be a tree for 300 years.
But I'm alive. I'm alive for 300 years for the price of 8 minutes. Yeah, I'll take that.
So you really do just want to live.
Well, a tree is an interesting,
You can't see anything.
Well, he knew he was a tree, so he can. I think he could.
You
see.
can't do any. How do trees see?
He had branches. He knew. He goes, I've got branches. Yeah.
You're throwing up gang signs, right?
He's got branches.
Yeah.
So, it'd be quite nice because, it's winter now.
For 300 years, a tree. That's prison to me.
Is it?
It's like being in a coma.
But it's quite peaceful, though. You're not in a coma. You can still move. You can still move with the wind.
You're not voluntarily.
300 years, yeah.
No way I could live like that, man.
There was another one where the man was a piece of Lego in a playroom and the kid never came over to the Lego. So he'd occasionally see the kid come into the playroom and leave, and he was just a piece of Lego just sitting there like...
Motherfucker bought me, that way use me. Don't
Andy,
don't like it. Oh, you want to play with a Buzz Lightyear, do you? Really?
Yep.
So that is weird, man.
Yeah, he was a piece of Lego. So there's the good sides of the drug, or you smoke it and you start a life, have a wife, have a kid, you have a good job, then you come back and realize you're a crackhead smoking with your mates, and you were away for 8 minutes. But they had to be brought back to reality. They had to be taken to the doctor, had counselling. This guy was suicidal. He'd lost his family technically.
Yeah, that's true.
And apparently, he tried to smoke Salvia again to go back and visit them, and
he wasn't the same family. It's like a dream, isn't it?
And he was a piece of concrete in a wall. He was a piece of brick in a wall.
Really?
That time he went back.
Yeah, he wouldn't mess around with that third time.
Yeah, but then he did it with his mate. He did it with his mate. This was what was weird, that he was a brick in a wall and his mate was a brick in the wall as well. They had the same trip.
But they wasn't together.
Well, no, it was like if I take it now and you take it, and then we're a brick.
Yeah, but do we both know each other as bricks? Am I like? Yeah.
Apparently, he was talking to his mate
in the wall.
Yeah, and then his mate was talking to him as well. So they came back and they were like, were we talking to each other in the wall? And he was like, yeah, I had the same trip.
Wow.
So that's like, that drug is like serious, man. Like you don't want to get involved in that.
There's another drug in
Yeah. One where you go and visit the little people. There's a drug where you visit the little people.
No.
And everyone has the same trip.
No, there's a drug in a really bad drug in
South America.
Yes.
Where you drink it.
And what happens?
You go and see the little people, I think.
No.
What?
It's something that women have been giving to men and they do whatever they want.
Oh, like submissive?
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before.
No, I don't think so. What drug's that?
Escapida, that's thingy, man. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. One second.
I went to South America, yeah, Luke. Spent Christmas in the Amazon once. Yeah?
Yeah.
The tour guide, yeah? You listen to me.
I just told you I'm trying to look for something, but go on.
The tour guide because we were talking about maybe going and taking this drug. Me and Charlotte were maybe talking about considering trying it, yeah.
Go on.
So we were considering trying it, yeah?
Yeah.
And he told us, he goes, some people, you're either pinned down and a devil is pinning you down and you're screaming for like hours and it goes on hours. He goes, but I had a good trip. Some people have a good trip. He said, so at the minute he's got a son, right? He said, but back then when he took the drug, he didn't have a son. He took the drug. He flew from where he was in the Amazon back to his house in the other part of South America he lived, yeah? He flew there. He just stood up and flew. And then he was like, I'll fly home. So he flew home. And
this is in his trip, yeah?
in his trip. And then he saw him come out of his house with his son. And the son had his son's face as it is now.
Oh, so before he
he
saw himself in the future.
In the future, he's like, that's me. And then he was like, that's his son.
And then when his son came along, he had the same face that he remembered from the trip.
From the trip, he had the fucking same head.
This, I'm saying there's weird things.
I think dimensions. We're talking dimensions. That's a thing, man. Like, there's probably a Luke and Pete. Maybe Luke's Asian and I'm the black one. In another dimension.
Yeah. Try and tell that to the people in the comments. I'm black in another dimension. How can I be racist? I'm black in another dimension.
I'm not though.
I know, right, calm down. I wish this, yeah, this is what it's called, yeah?
Yeah. Is this the drug you're talking about?
Devil's Breath, a.k.a. Scopolamine?
What does it do?
Can it really zombify you? The substance has been blamed for thousands of crimes in South America. Now there are reports of the incapacitating drug being used in the street robberies in Paris. One of the most enduring hoaxes you might hear in a backpacker hostel is that of the drug-soaked business card. Someone hands you their card and the drug is instantly absorbed by your skin. You fall into a zombie-like state where you will do anything for your attacker, from empty out your bank account to pull a trigger on someone. So it basically...
Oh my God.
Yeah, look at you're scared now, yeah. It gets you to do anything that person wants you to do who gives you the drug. Yeah.
What? You can do the same...
Oh. So you can give them...
So you'd be like, do you want to... Not gonna go there with this.
yeah.
Fancy, take my card.
You look the beautiful woman. Yeah, you gotta f to that. She's like. Oh, get you dirty boy, get out of here. Yeah, you didn't see my card. You know.
I like it. You merged the card with a handshake. Fucking hell.
You know what? You put something ridiculous on there. Yeah, Luke, the janitor. He's like, oh my God, the janitor. Yeah, baby.
What? So it's like you fall under the spell of the person.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, and they've been robbing.
How
people.
do you prove that that's been? Would you smell your fingers? How do you know it's gone through the skin?
What do you mean? How would you mean? How would you know?
How would you know someone's?
No.
Because you could be like, you could be like, if you regret the relationship you're in, you could just be like, he gave me his card, and I don't know what happened after that.
No,
you could lie.
When you empty your bank account, yeah. You're like, I was drunk. And they're like, no, you put in your PIN number. Yeah, I took the drug. They had
He gave me his card.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But what? How do they test it then? Can you Can you test someone that they've taken that?
I don't know. I don't know.
So basically, don't accept someone's card. but we do have cards made out, so which we will give you if you ever come to the show. Do not fear. We will not do that.
Listen, everything we talk about is a joke.
Everything we talk about, it's a joke. Take it on the chin.
A joke. We would never, ever, seriously.
Yeah,
people like this. Come to our next show. No, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll look it up on the internet. Okay, we heard the podcast.
Yeah.
No, man, but yeah, talking about that. We would have talked about Vince McMahon. Yeah, what was it?
I've been dying to tell this story because it really intrigues me. Because I'm fascinated about power and society and how like when something happens, who do you if something happens. When you don't know the story of what's happening.
All right, start this again. Fuck me, what is wrong with you?
I don't want to say what like.
Just read the story out.
Right. Okay.
Fuck me. We'll do it again. Okay.
No, it's fine. Fuck me.
You got nervous. You're like, something happened. And then
so basically, Vince McMahon resigns from WWE and UFC as the 70-year-old billionaire, quits role as the executive chairman after ex-wrestling staffer accused him of sex trafficking and defecating on her head during a threesome. So that's really what happened.
So he took a dump.
So
Vince McMahon's been taking dumps.
Oh no! So it wasn't a regular thing. I think just during one of the threesome sessions, she felt a pat on her head and he dumped on her head.
I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah. I can imagine you doing something like that because you get excited.
No, it'd be consensual.
No.
In my situation, if that happened, it'd be consensual.
No.
I'd make it in.
No. Do you know what? We would be having consensual sex with in a threesome, but you would get excited and you'd be like, "Oh, when she reacts badly, I'm sorry. I
thought I got carried away at the moment.
I thought it went soft, so I need some excitement." No, you. I know you. We'd be doing our thing, and you look at me like this. You look at me. You'd be like, let's see how the farthest Luke and Pete fame will go. You'd be like this. and when she goes, sorry.
No, I'd have to talk you into like, Luke, come on, it's within reason, isn't it?
No.
I'd be like, Luke, come on, it was within reason.
Yeah, you'd be like this too. You do it now, Luke. You have a go now.
And then
we both get in trouble. They're always gonna blame me.
But you'd have to say to her, I do apologize. You can now take a dump on my head in retaliation.
Yeah.
But I couldn't take a dump on a woman's head. But I'd ask if I was going to be in that situation. Quite frankly, taking a dump, the smell would ruin it for me after that.
What, your own dump?
Yeah, even my own.
Would it? No, I don't think it would.
No, maybe not my own.
I don't think it would.
But it would put you off, and I wouldn't want to put you off as well. At the same time.
Me, a blow in the wind.
What would you say if you just saw me?
If we was in a threesome and I saw you taking a shit, I'll be so angry.
What would you say though?
Do you know what? I wouldn't want to get you in trouble because.
But what you say? What would you say?
No. Because you know, have you ever seen a kid that's not falling over? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the kid looks at you to see.
What should I cry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want her to react badly.
So you'd be like,
because you take a shit and then she'd be like this, and I'd be like this. All right. Let's go. Does everyone have a shower? I wouldn't say her. Everyone have a shower.
Yeah, as in we're all getting a bit sweaty in there. Come on.
Let's change hotel rooms. Let's change
a change of scenery can help a situation like that. I mean, he shouldn't have done it. Obviously, we know we're having a laugh, whatever. If we were in a threesome,
do you know what?
But I would only do it
he's alleging that he was consensual.
You can't be Vince McMahon and going around dumping on people's heads.
Okay, this is it.
It's not. It's not a cool thing, man.
When you become powerful, things change.
Yeah.
Dynamic changes.
Yeah.
So what you consider consensual, some people may feel because you're a powerful person, it changes everything.
But she probably already feels diminished because of the power dynamic. Because she was a
Exactly.
lower wrestling thing,
Oh, she's a wrestler.
wrestling staff person.
Yeah, exactly. And
So-
he's the boss.
And he said, apparently he was like, oh, I'll stick with me and I'll get you to the top. But you got to do some stuff for me. So she said she was being like, you know, kind of like trafficked a bit. Like he said, look, can you go and sleep with that wrestler? Could you do me a favor and go and sleep with him as well? And she was doing it, you know. But
See, this is where it changes, because somebody who is powerful making a request is almost not making a request.
they're making an order.
Do you know what I mean? Because you know there's consequences to not doing what they say, which changes the dynamic. Like,
But then
if I take a shit on someone's head now,
yeah.
then I've just taken a shit on someone's head.
And
because-
someone's going to just react as in, you're the crazy guy.
yeah,
No one's going to probably go to court for it.
no, they just be like you took,
Because
you know
they'll
what I
get
mean?
nothing out of you.
Yeah, but if you're powerful, when you take a shit on someone's head, it's like
He's even diminished me even more now.
yeah.
I already felt like he was belittling
You have,
me.
to, you have to get those things. You have to get those things in writing, but then it takes away the mystique.
The mystique and the spontaneity of it. Because you can imagine it's very spontaneous.
Yeah. You're right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think he wants to do that because he's powerful. He wants,
And
wants
he
to take a
probably
shot on
thought, I'm not getting enough satisfaction here.
Yeah.
Oh,
someone. You might have gone soft.
he's probably like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? His chances are already down.
Oh, yeah, but you know what I mean? I was trying to, like, he's probably thought, what can I do that's really going to diminish her?
Like take it to the extreme.
Yeah, I'm just
You
gonna
can't-
take
you
it.
can't
And, like,
get any further.
you haven't dumped on her leg or something. You've gone on top of her head.
Yeah.
Like, he's...
Maybe the other guy was, because it was a threesome, right?
Yeah, and apparently she was performing an act graciously in goodwill. She was performing an act.
A goodwill gesture.
She was performing an act on the other man, and that's when Vince McMahon took his opportunity. Do you know what? I'm just going to dump on her head.
But I don't understand how that works.
Well, you sort of crouch down and like push it out standing up. I don't know.
But how close? Where's the other guy?
He was.
That means you have to be face to face with the other guy.
No, you could turn your back actually. If
That means the guy knew the other guy was watching.
he was probably thinking, because I wouldn't. If someone's obviously performing an act on me, and I'm enjoying it, and I can see you turning around, I'd probably think he's prepping. He's prepping for a new position. And then I'll see it. I'll be like, what?
Yeah, but when I see the bum hole, did you see something complete?
But that's what it would. I'd be so shocked. I'd be like, is that poo coming out?
Yeah, but
I would be like, and then I'd almost be like,
I wonder what kind of rank that guy was.
ex-wrestler.
Oh, he was an ex-wrestler.
Ex-wrestler.
So he was still powerful than him.
Vince McMahon is the most powerful one in that whole day.
yeah.
But I know these guys in the locker room in the WWE. Let it be real. They all kind of kiss Vince McMahon's ass.
You have to. He's a boss.
I don't care. Triple H, Undertaker. They all and I'm.
Is it Triple H married to his daughter?
Yeah, and he's kind of in charge of the company now. I know these guys all kiss his ass. They call him the boss. Are you happy with what I did tonight, boss? There comes a time in a man's life, whether it be you be a wrestler, whether you be cleaning the streets, but you need to stand up and take accountability and say, boss, you can't go around dumping on someone's head.
Pete, do you think you're the kind of person to do that?
No, but I'm not ordering someone to take a dump from me.
No. But if you was the employee and you heard your boss took a dump on another employee's head, would you be the one to go up to the boss?
I would say, what were you thinking?
No, you fucking wouldn't, Pete.
No.
The moment you're paid...
No, you know what? I'd be annoyed because I'd be like, he's got away with that. He's got away with that, and I'd never get away with that. So I'd be angry at him for getting away with it. So I'd be like, you're not going to get away with it. I'm going to make sure you don't get away with it.
One second. So you're really only angry because you're like, listen,
No,
I would have world race equal. Everyone can take a dump on people's heads.
No, I wouldn't. I'd go over to the girl and I'd say to her, are you sure you're happy with this? You sure you're happy with him treating you like that? I would talk her into creating a fuss about it because I'm not happy with that. Because I wouldn't get away with that. Why does he get away with it? So I'd talk her into it. I'd be like, that's technically
That's jealousy.
that's pure jealousy. Yeah, but
I don't want people, powerful people, think they can take people's heads.
why is it okay for him? Why is it not okay for anyone else?
Yeah, but this is what it is. Yeah, there are people that love that. There are people that love to take shit. They like.
I've
feces.
never heard of it being on top of the head though. I've heard of it being on the chest.
You've got some people in people's mouths.
Yeah, I don't want to meet those people.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
people. But what is bad about this situation is the power dynamic. That is why, and you can't go into a courtroom because he's gonna have to admit it. They're gonna be like, they're gonna put him on the stand, and they're like, "Did you, Vince McMahon,
take a dump
on this woman's head?"
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, "Yeah, but it was consensual."
Has he already admitted to it?
I think he probably has, and they're gonna ask him, "How did you know it was consensual?"
He probably would have said, "Can I dump on your head?"
Does that sound right though? Does that sound right? Like he's like, "Excuse me, can I take a dump?" It doesn't sound.
What if he said?
But this is what I'm saying. But sex is spontaneous. Like,
so she would have felt a pat on her head, and thought, "What was that landed on me?" Right now comes the point. Oh, he's done a shit. Stop, guys, stop. And everyone should immediately be like, "Look, I don't know what he was thinking. Sorry, I'll take it off."
Yes, the other guy, nothing you do with me.
No, sorry, no. If I was the other guy, I would say, "Come on, what were you thinking? You shouldn't have done that. You've ruined it now for everyone."
Did you know what? I could imagine you.
But I'd be happy it wasn't me.
No, you would be. Hey, why have you done that? Why? You're just disgusting. This is disgusting.
Yeah, and I'd be the one that, because I wouldn't want anything to come back on me because of that. Because now that guy's involved in it, but that it could have been a consensual act up until then. But now he's obviously had sex with her as well, and now the dumps come into it. Now it's everybody's business now. Everyone's going to have to know about it because of the dump.
Yeah.
But I think that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
The dump.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah.
Of course it was. You've been sending it on net, and because you go home after that. It might not have been at the time.
Yeah.
You go home after that, and you clean yourself up, and you're laying on your pillow, and you're like, that man took a shit.
No, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
And there's probably stuff in still, the bits in her hair.
Yeah, but you talk to someone, like it's like you start to notice people how they talk to you. Like they may be very like you know what I mean? Like people,
what do you mean?
Like I would know. I'll be very sensitive to how you speak to me after you've taken a shit on me. Do you know what I mean? I'll be very like if you don't raise your voice to me, don't raise your voice
because I let you do that.
Yeah. Don't
For now.
Because the way you allow people to treat you, they will treat you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people are like that. I realize that some people who get into powerful positions are very cruel. And I don't understand why they're cruel to other people.
Yeah, he does seem like he's got that vibe, though. I mean, apparently, Luke, he had sex toys. Like, he used sex toys. And she said that, like, he named the sex toys after his wrestlers.
I did hear this as well. And I heard that he named the black sex toys after the black wrestlers and the white sex toys after the white wrestlers.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which is weird.
That is weird, but that's almost like, it's a weird form of voodoo.
Yeah.
Because he's created those wrestlers.
Yeah.
He created those characters.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to use them as like... Do you know what I mean? Like, that's weird. Here comes Steve Austin.
Here comes The Rock.
Yeah. Do you reckon he played the entrance music when he brought them out?
It's weird, man. It is a weird scenario. But this is what I'm saying. Sex is a weird thing.
Yeah, a weird act.
Yeah.
But
and when you talk about it in the daylight, it doesn't come across nice.
No, I think if someone repeated the stuff I've done, you know.
Yeah, it's filth.
It's filthy.
You feel ashamed.
You feel ashamed
you do.
when you hear about it in the light of day.
You do.
If the priest read it to you, you'd feel
like, no, if you read out,
I'd bow my head.
If you read out, like I like a woman to talk down to me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to tell them to talk down to me because it ruins. And if you, do you know what I mean? It's weird.
I know you come across like the bad guy, I think. But
no, I'm the opposite. I don't want to dominate. a woman.
I'm not talking about dominating.
No, I'm just saying that I wouldn't come across as a bad person. I'd come across as quite feeble.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Like they'd be like, this guy thingy. Like
no, but I'd be ashamed because I'd think, oh, are they judging me because I'm into that?
Yeah, but I think I'm going into a place in my life where you just you can't care.
No, you can't care, but you need to find someone who's on a level playing field with you.
Yeah.
Someone that understands you emotionally. Someone that understands your sexual needs. And don't go for someone that is trying to get something out of you.
But okay, if you're worth billions, how do you find someone who doesn't want to get something out of you?
You have to pick someone who's also got billions.
Yeah,
and they tend to be like
Oprah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oprah.
I wouldn't be interested in her, but just because she's not my cup of tea anyway.
Yeah, who else? You got J.K. Rowling.
Not interested.
Yeah,
too old.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So it's not. It's very difficult to find somebody of the same level of you.
Well, then you pay someone, and you say,
"Yeah, but even then."
But you go to court first and say, "This is what we're gonna do."
Yeah, but then who wants to go to court and get everything signed and say, "Okay, I'm gonna take a shit on your head"?
Yeah, and it's not that fun because I've paid for it basically.
Yeah,
it needs to be spontaneous.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So where's the line of consent when it's like, how do you have great sex spontaneous? Because sometimes women have jumped on me, women jumped on you, and then wanted to do what they want to do, right?
And they've had their wicked way with me.
Yeah,
and I've deep down I've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and some people would look at me and say that man's been assaulted, but I'd say I enjoyed it.
You know what I mean? Because some things can be consensual. Then when people's fuck, because this woman's trying to get money out of him, right? She was getting money.
She was getting paid. This is the story. The woman was getting paid. She was like, Vince McMahon, I'll sign your non-disclosure agreement, so I won't talk about it. Vince McMahon was like, yes, I'll pay you money. Here you go. Every month. There you go. 100 grand or whatever it is. Every month. Boom. He stopped paying it once. She was like, well, I'm going to talk now. I'm going to talk. So now she's gone to the papers. Now she's gone to court. Now it's going to come out. So does she have to pay that money back? I think she should. If she paid the NDA, you're going to have to pay that money back. See how the court case weighs out now. See what weighs up to in court. But the money he's paid to keep quiet. Do you only pay for that time to keep quiet? Or is the NDA last? You can't.
I don't know how they work. But can you imagine, like, you look like when the jury hears, you're sitting over there and you're sitting like looking at the judge and the jury's over there looking at you like... Like once all your sordid sexual stuff comes out and people in the jury like, because you know what, there could be people there that enjoy that stuff as well, but they wouldn't let everyone know like this.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to leave the room.
Yeah. You know, because another thing you got to also worry about is he's a powerful person, and the average people don't like powerful people.
Yeah, but they could be wrestling fans.
Oh,
if they're wrestling fans, she's in trouble then. Because they're going to be like, it's Vince McMahon. He created wrestling. He invented like the tombstone and stuff.
The tombstone? The wrestling move?
Yeah, I think so. He invented all the moves, didn't he?
Did he?
Vince McMahon's the one who created wrestling.
I know created the characters. He wrote the characters.
And he told them how to do the moves and that.
Really?
Yeah, it's like all his creation. He came up with everything.
Oh, really? Yeah, he got passed down to him from his dad. You know that, right?
Oh, his dad came up with the moves.
Oh, is it?
And the wrestling generation and stuff. And then... he's obviously taking advantage of it. But he looks weird now. Vince McMahon looks weird.
Why?
He's got like a tight mustache and his face is all tight looking.
Yeah, and he's old. He's 78 and then he's 8 years old.
But he aged overnight.
He was. I remember last time I saw him, he was in the gym still.
He's in the gym and then I saw him. And he looks...
with the walking stick and stuff.
Yeah, the cane. And Undertaker walking around chaperoning him everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, because Undertaker's under a spell, basically. Because he owes him like his whole life because he made Undertaker. But now I'd like to see Undertaker's opinion of it. Come on, you got to speak out now, Undertaker. What do you think about it? The dump on the head? I'd love to hear Undertaker talking about that, but he won't. He dare not.
No, who does, man? It's just what I'm saying. Money controls people.
But a lot of the wrestlers were apparently involved, and they're all going to come out like who was involved in it.
Involved in the sex parties?
Apparently there was something involved. Brock Lesnar was involved in some way. Gonna admit it, slightly embarrassing for Brock Lesnar.
Is he accused of something?
I don't know, but I think he's had something to do with her. Because basically he was like, go and sleep with that person, go and sleep with that person.
Do we know who the woman is?
Yeah, it's a woman.
No, do we know? Is she a wrestler? Was she a wrestler or just? Or
No,
staff?
she was just a member of staff who was apparently trying to work her way up the business. And he said, "I'll make you famous. I'll make you rich. I'll make you." And she was like, "Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it." And she was sleeping with him, obviously, and one thing led to another, and then the dump happened. And I don't know whether that was the turning point in the whole thing, but I can imagine the dump played a part.
Yeah, of course. He's taking too far.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I should be the head of the company if you're taking a dump on my head.
No, yeah, there is no. It's like
you
done it with someone else in the room.
Yeah, so there's a witness.
Yeah, you know
and every time the three of you are all together out in public, you can.
You know what? You're three of you in the office and someone that the wrestler, like, yeah, okay, I'll sign the contract. All right, take care, guys. Take care. Right, see you later. you look at later. Yeah, this is terrible. It's not funny.
No, it's not funny. But you know,
situation. We don't know because you watched a documentary the other day as well.
Yeah,
everything isn't seen as at first.
Well, in terms of allegations,
yeah,
there was a incident up in Barrow-in-Furness. There was a girl put a Facebook post up. Oh, I've been passed around the local shopkeepers. They were Asian. I've been having sex with them all. They were Asian. I was made to have sex with all these Asians. And she did this post about how she was being trafficked by all these Asians. She kept mentioning Asian. So Charlotte put the documentary on. And I was like, immediately when I read that, when they were reading it out, the post, I was like, why did she keep saying the Asian bit? She keeps saying it. It was annoying me because I'm like, why are you highlighting the Asian thing? Say it once. That's enough. We get the point.
Get the description. It's like I know you say the news. When a black guy commits a crime, they say, yeah, this black guy done this. When a white guy this man. This man. Like, hey, what colour was he?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So I made a point of saying to Charlotte, like, why did you keep highlighting the fact he's Asian? This seems a bit weird. And Charlotte was like, just keep watching.
Oh, she watched it already?
She'd seen it already, but I think Charlotte put it on to see, watch this, right? No, because it's quite funny because my dad was up in Barrow-in-Furness at the time.
Was he?
Charlotte was like, your dad, Pete, might be in the... But like,
what's the story?
Basically, she lied. The police were like, wow, we're going to do an investigation. Can't believe anyone's been treating you like that. They did an investigation. She'd made the whole thing up because there's CCTV footage on the dates she said she's been specifically trafficked out to these parties. She stayed in a hotel room, didn't leave the hotel at all. Nobody came in and out of the hotel. Then she left. They followed her whole journey home. Didn't meet one Asian man on the way. Can I just make that clear? What happened was all the Barrow-in-Furness people started going, yeah, Asians out and all this. And like, no, you can't be doing this to our women. And the sick scum and all that, all these comments.
They made signs saying Asians out.
Well, there was a couple.
And your dad was up there at the time.
And my dad was up there at the time, but he was oblivious to it all. He was like, hey.
He was like, Asians out. Yeah, I'm out. You're right, yeah, I'm out.
Hey, guys. He was oblivious, but my dad is pretty oblivious to that stuff. And he doesn't care anyway. He's just like, whatever. Treat me however, don't care. But it was very embarrassing for the Barrow-in-Furness people because they'd all reacted.
And then they found that
and then they found out little Miss Hussy was talking shit. Yeah?
So what happened to her?
She went to jail.
Oh, good.
Good.
How long did she get?
I think it was only like 6 years, and I think it should be longer.
That's quite a long time, actually.
No, she should get longer for that. She was like punching herself in the face and beating herself up.
She beat herself up?
Yeah, and cut her finger in half.
Really?
Yeah, she went full scale. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think you should get as much time as the people you're trying to get sent down.
Yeah, and that guy, I'll be honest, in the documentary when I was watching it, they paint it like she's telling the truth the whole way through. Until the point where they reveal, you followed the police investigation, you were like, oh God, it was at this moment we knew she was lying. But in the beginning, they put his face up and like, this shopkeeper, Ramsey, right? And in the beginning, like if I turned off at that point,
you're funny.
I've
seen it up here.
I think Ramsey.
Yeah. You see
that guy Ramsey. Yeah.
Why you still got your shop?
No. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they should make it from the very start very clear. Because I was thinking, if I was Ramsey, I was watching that, I'd be like, if someone turns off at this point, they think I'm the bloody... I did it.
You're running. Hey, Stu, hey, you're rated. Hey, watch the end. You didn't watch the end. He's the best. Like, yeah, how do you know? How do you know you watch the end? I know you didn't because you haven't seen. They tell around the story.
But what the point I'm making is, she made the whole thing up. The whole of Barrow and Furnace basically got embarrassed because they all reacted and wanted the Asians out. Most of them that were doing the marches because they did marches saying and Asian people were getting attacked in the street.
Really?
Yeah, because of this.
But I see, and this is what I mean with with all of these allegations. I don't think anybody should be punished until all evidence is heard and a conviction has happened. That's what I think is fair.
But she was about to be arrested, and then she did the big post.
She was about to be arrested
for lying, and then she did the post. So she did the post, then she got arrested, and they were like, "Yeah, we're going to arrest you." And she was like, "Oh dear, I've done a post about it."
That's how she reacted. Oh dear, I've done a post.
No, but the police realised, and they thought, "Oh God, we're in trouble now."
The police said we're in trouble now.
We're going to have a fucking incident on our hands because the whole Barrow and Furnace kicked off after that. It started getting shared around, and then all the Barrow and Furnace innies started like trying to kick up a rivalry against them and the Asians.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And then it came out later on because
the stupid bitch was lying.
Yeah, but this is what I'm talking about.
So if you're going to make up any lies out there, pack it in, yeah?
No, what you need to do, I think what everybody needs to do is when we hear an allegation, wait until someone's been convicted. I think that's fair. I don't think you can argue with that.
Yeah.
Is there any argument against that? No, I'm interested. Is there any argument against that? If we wait until everything's been, and then if they've been found guilty, then we go. It
should be probably illegal a bit to post about it before the things happened.
Before the court case has been.
Yeah.
It
should be illegal.
But then you're kind of freedom of speech, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're controlling what people say.
But yeah. Well, at least tag the person in it, so then they have the opportunity to respond to the allegations. You know what I mean?
Pete, what do you respond to that?
She's lying. She's lying.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Well, all right. It sounds like she's telling the truth because it's a woman, and they never lie, obviously.
Don't fuck me. You know, I thought thinking ourselves. All I'm saying is this.
Delete that bit. We need to delete that bit. Sorry again.
All I'm saying is I think we should have to. There should be a conviction before you can label someone as doing something.
Yeah.
As that heinous crime.
Yeah.
I think you should have to. There should be a conviction. I don't think you should be able to do it on the back of.
Yeah.
That's what you think about that. Yeah. All right. Cool. Do you want to get some dilemmas? This is. I've got interesting dilemma here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dear Luke and Pete, the UK could be introducing compulsory army service. I looked it up, and the only people forced to join the army will still only be men. Do you think this is fair? I think it's sexist, and if I am forced to go to war, I think women should have to join too. Love to hear your thoughts. From Richard.
I hate to say I told you so.
What's that? What do you mean?
You wanted to kick up an argument about equalness? Now you've caused yourself some problems, because now there's going to be the discussion of you're coming to war as well if I'm going.
Yeah, I think 100%.
100% they should come to war?
100%.
You wanted to be all equalness and stuff?
Yeah.
Let's go to war together.
Lock and load.
Yeah, lock and load.
Yeah.
And you go on the front lines as well.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think
he's got a point.
Do you know what? Do you know what would be? Do you know what would be funny? Is if like only the men are from other countries, and then we're with the women, and then we go back. You know, after a night of war,
yeah.
And then we go back, and the men are like, we lost a lot of women out there.
No.
We had 7 men dying, 300 women. They should
I feel bad for them.
Yeah, but it's war. It's war.
I don't want to be worried about my compatriots. So if I was with a woman, I don't want to be like, hey, stay back, I'll take care of this. Yeah, you know, I want to be the hero. I want to be, hey, wait, stay back, women.
Fuck off me. I don't think you'd be like that. I think you use them as human shields.
No, but
you're right, Rogers.
Yeah, but I would find myself in a position of one-on-one combat with a woman of the enemy, and I'll throw down my gun. I'll say, "Come on, let's go back to old school methods." Throw your weapon down. I'll only use my left hand.
You got a pinky out the pinky. All right, listen.
Yeah, but if it comes down to hand-to-hand combat and it's me and a woman, I'd not want to do too much. I'd probably try and restrain her.
Yeah. Submission.
Yeah, submission. I'll hold her until the help arrives.
Yeah. You wait for another woman to come along.
Yeah, and then I'll say, you have to kill her. Because I don't want to be killing women all the time.
No, you don't. Yeah, no,
because
you feel weird.
I'd find it hard to Peter came back from the war and he killed 100 women. But he killed no men. I'd find that very hard to digest.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper.
I'd stay up at night thinking about it all the time.
Why is it? But it just so happens. It just so happens. He was always women. Everyone thinks I chose the women. No. But it was luck.
And then they're like, it was luck, Pete. But it was all in hand-to-hand combat. I'll be like, I'm going to take that house over there because I saw a few women.
Yeah. The one with the pink curtains.
You lot can go to the men because I don't fancy my chances in that house.
The 6th Sense. Oh, that would be.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, all is fair in love and war.
Yeah, but it's gonna be weird.
And you know what will happen?
What?
Women will kick off about it probably.
What about having to join the army?
I don't want to join. I get offended. I'm going to get offended.
No.
You're welcome.
Equal.
Join us.
If we're being forced.
If we're being forced, you're coming with us.
Yeah, everyone's got to go. Everyone's got to go. Yeah, everyone's got to go. Everyone's got. But what happens? What about
imagine
kids?
women coming back from the army and the things I've seen.
What about kids?
What?
What about like parents?
I don't know. They probably have the same with the grandkids, grandparents.
Yeah, what if you don't have grandparents?
Don't ask me.
Can you imagine if one parent has to go, but it's equal? It's equal.
You choose a parent.
And then you stay at home. You'd get no respect. You get no respect. You're shopping. You do the school run.
They'd be like,
where's your wife? Your wife's in war. You're like,
I'd be like, she wanted to go. She wanted to prove a point.
I'm a feminist.
No, she wanted to prove a point. She went. I
tried to stop her. I said I wanted to go to war.
There's no easy way to deal with that situation.
What?
Because now we created a society where we're all in our feelings. Everyone's getting a bit upset about certain things that are going on. We're all in our feelings. So we react and we keep society happy by changing our behavior. Now what's happened, women are going to have to go to war, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Don't complain about it. You're going to get battered out there probably. And you're going to see what the real world is about. Because you're going to have to go there and people are going to try and get signed off sick from the army being like, my mental health, I'm not mental healthy. And they're going to be like, get over it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry. We'll give you a gun. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Take out your stress on them, on the enemy.
Yeah.
On the enemy.
And people are going to be like, hold on a second, you not listen to how I feel? No, they don't care how you feel.
But this is what I'm saying.
No.
You got these countries like Russia. Yeah. Like against our young people, because the age, we're not even old enough to go into the army. You know that, right? We're too old.
What?
They're too. It's like 17 to 35.
What?
17 to 35. They wouldn't allow us even to go into the army.
No, check that.
No, it is. It's 17 to 35 is the age.
Hold on a second. I'm a bit like, I'll be like, no, hold on. So you don't want me?
You know, dear.
I
could imagine you. Oh no, I want to sign up. How dare you? Okay. Hold on.
Take my word first.
One second. What is the reason for age? Because maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Let's not push it.
No, but I do think I think you're evening up your chances if it's against men and women.
What do you mean?
Like, because you could argue a case like, I don't want to go there because I don't want to kill those women. So you women are going to have to go and fight the women. You're going to probably have sections where the women fight the women and the men fight the men. You know,
like a rule of war.
Rule of war, like you can't shoot a woman. But then it gets confusing because...
See, this is another thing that's going to be changing as well. So, if women don't have to join, yeah? If women don't have to join, it's just strictly men, yeah?
Yeah.
What about the men who've transitioned to women?
To be men. Oh.
Yeah. No, women who've transitioned to be... Men who've transitioned to be women. Do they...
No, we can't do that because what we'll have as a society just of trans women.
The loophole
You can't argue with. You can't argue with it.
You would see an upright.
Oh,
Tell you what, you're upright. 7 million percent. 7 million percent of men. Suddenly you transition.
Oh my God, you would, because that's the only way you can get out of it.
Yeah.
What would happen then?
What would happen?
What would happen then? Do you reckon that would happen?
I think a lot of people.
But you can't argue with them.
Well, you couldn't.
No, you'd have to say yes.
No. They'd have to change the rule. Be like, everyone's got to go. Everyone's got to go.
Because you can't have. I can't. You created. You've made a fuss now. There's been this fuss. We've all had to get with the times. Have to be fair. Take me in the good times. Take me in the bad times. If you're a woman, you got to go to war. You have to.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm sorry. I think
everybody. I think.
And I know you're going to want to sit at home and probably, I don't know. What do they do at home? I don't know what to say.
Yeah, but
I don't know what to say. But you got to come to war with us.
But what happens? You know what? It does mean there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Like, what if you're married? What if you and Charlotte both go to war?
Yeah.
But
I can't because I'm too old now. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So what if Charlotte still meets the requirements?
Charlotte will have to go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not being funny. If the women get called up as well, I'll wave them off. I'll be like, enjoy.
Yeah,
you wanted this.
Queen of the country.
See you later, guys. Enjoy.
But would you feel comfortable with Charlotte being in a platoon full of men?
I'm not being funny. I'll take Charlotte and my child out of the country. I'll be damned if anyone's fighting in a war and killing people. I'm not having it. Not on my watch, buddy.
What if they frame it, though, as for freedom?
I'll go and be free in Ireland.
Yeah, but what about the people you're leaving behind?
Who am I leaving?
Your fellow countrymen.
Fuck them. They wanted this. You bang on to me all these years I've been here about, for Queen and country. Go and fucking prove it then. Because I guarantee no one will be quick to jump on that plane overseas. I guarantee it. And we'll really see who's patriotic about the country when it comes to conscription rates. Yeah? We'll see who's ready to fight and stay and fight. And I'll see, and if they do sign up the women for it, I want to see who. I'll go and I'll be there. I'll be there to wave them off and wish them luck.
Yeah, but
and I'll be watching who's there. And then I'll be at home and I'll be doing the shopping. I'll be like, oh, you didn't
want to go?
Didn't want to go, did you?
No, why not?
Yeah, and you know what'll be funny? The fucking people that kick off about the most stupid shit, seeing if they go.
Yeah, but this is what I'm talking about. If it did change and no women had to go, it was just men, then clearly men should be treated better than women.
If you're gonna have to go to war,
if you're willing to
only
fight,
fair.
Yeah, it's only fair. If we don't have to fight in the same violence, and I have to go and lay down my life, and you don't, then I'm.
And if you're a woman and you're in the comments and we've made a clip of this, have a little think about what you say in the comments now. Because now you should be, rather than focusing on TikTok, you should be out preparing
for war
in the back garden, hand-to-hand combat. Yeah? Because I tell you what.
Because you don't want to come against. You don't want to come against men like us. We are feminists.
Yeah, we're feminists, and I want it to be equal. I want it to be equal, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that would really regret what's happened over the past few years if they had to go to war.
100%. 100% is going to be. They'll be like, we don't want any part.
And unfortunately, I'm too old now. Would have loved to. You're gonna have to tell me how it was.
I can't believe it's 35 though.
It seems quite
young.
Yeah, but it seems young because we're old. We are considered old now. We're middle-aged, man.
So is that how old, what age people go to up to 17 to 35? Yeah, I'll be scared for my sons, man. I'd have to find a way around that, man.
Yeah, you'd have to go Jamaica. You'd have to go Jamaica, man. Seriously. Fresh pastures. Set up.
Yeah, but then everyone knows what you do there. Deserter, man.
Yeah, but they wouldn't care, would they?
I don't know, man. I have no idea, man. But yeah, man, the thought of war is a bit scary because you know you got all these plans and everything just gets ruined because you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's scary. But I got another dilemma here. All right, gentlemen, I heard you talking about Pete paying the bills. I'm 35 with 2 young daughters and have been the provider to them, and my missus of 16 years. However, I ignored my education and went down the route of fast cash. short term with no long term plan. Now this has always served me well, but my wonderful missus is a lot more smarter and maturer than me and chose a career with progression, which has stood her in good stead to take over the mortgage and financial business.
Yeah.
As a sole director, fair play, which is great news. I'm genuinely really proud of her. But my actual dilemma is now financially she will smash me out the ballpark. I can't help feeling like the only thing I'm good at, which is being a workhorse and providing, is about to be ripped from under me quicker than Aladdin's flying carpet, leaving the cave of wonders. So how do you suggest I deal with potentially looking at becoming a part-time worker / stay-at-home dad? Much love.
How does he's asking, how do I feel about being like Pete?
Yeah.
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 Well, I don't mind it.
Yeah, but you're weird.
Well, how's that weird? Your missus is successful. What more could a man want?
Really?
Yeah. What did that sound?
Okay,
Mate, you should be celebrating your missus.
Okay, watch this. Remove your dreams from this situation, yeah? Because you're still hoping one day you're going to get to where you want to get to.
That's a personal thing of mine. So don't bring it into my thing.
What?
That's a personal thing I have. I want to do that for me.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you remove that,
Yeah.
and you're just living with Charlotte, paying the bills.
Luke, sometimes I do think, shall I just quit and let Charlotte just work and I'll stay at home and look after the kid?
Really?
Yeah.
I could not fucking do that.
Why not?
I could. Do you know what? I would rather live fucking in the worst circumstances, but with the attempt of trying to get out of it on my own, rather than live in luxury at the, like.
If you were married, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like Deshane. You know Deshane from Top Boy.
Yeah.
When he's in that nice house. If you were in that nice house, and you were with a woman that you really loved, and she'd brought all in the money for that nice house, and you felt like a king in that house, and you can't really go any higher. You're at the top of society. Your missus is out dumping on people's heads.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So I'm thinking,
Yeah, she's at that level where she's acting like that. You know, where she's the top CEO type person. Would you not be happy?
No way.
What is your mindset? Because I don't understand what you're talking about.
All right, this is how I see life. Yeah, funny enough, my sister called me today. Yeah, and she said she's very unhappy. She's not very happy with life.
Why?
She just said she's a bit like me.
Is it the sister I've met?
Yeah. She's trying to progress. She's doing a university course. She's struggling. She's working hard. It's hard. It's difficult for her. But I find a joy in the fight. I like the fight. I like the climbing. You know what I mean? I like when you know me, like all this thing here, like I like learning everything and trying things out. That's what I love. The moment you put me in night and like, I feel like a zoo animal.
Why though?
I'm getting fed steaks. Like my sister's like, I found my thing. That's what she said to me. I like the fight. I like.
Oh, she said to you,
yeah,
you find what you like.
I like the fight.
You're happy with life.
Yeah.
She doesn't enjoy the fight?
I feel like she places too much on the knocks when you get knocked. And I kind of take it as a badge of honor.
And
and she kind of gets a little bit like
pissed off about it.
Yeah, I'm if I get knocked, I'm like, okay, but I'm still in the fight. Do you know what I mean? I'm still in the fight, but I'm not a person who I don't want to be in the stands watching the fight.
You want to be the fighter.
I want to be in the ring. I like that. I like the ups and downs. I like the climb. Some people, you want to be in the mink coat watching the fighters.
No, I didn't say that.
That's what it sounds like.
I want to be fighting.
No, you don't.
No. Are you going to listen to what I'm saying?
Go on.
I want to be fighting. I'm a fighter. I don't care if I'm going to lose this fight because I've still got a nice home to go to if I want to.
But you're never going to be a real fighter then.
How? How am I not? I'm fighting for freedom.
Freedom from who?
So I can buy my own place if I want to.
Yeah, but no.
It's
but
it's a self. It's a self.
You're comfortable. That's like I say. It's hard to get up and go jogging at 5 o'clock in the morning when you're wearing silk pajamas. That's
But
you.
I would jog in my silk pajamas.
No, you wouldn't.
No, how do you know I wouldn't?
Because but you say you want to be the provider.
Yeah, I do. It's a self challenge to see if I don't do it, then it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not then.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that life. I couldn't have a woman come home.
You want to, but it's
like,
equal rights.
Yeah. I don't mind. Like I want to be a provider.
So would you have a shared bank account with your wife?
Yeah, I don't care really about money. Like if I made like my kid's mum, good terms with her, and she's like, I know you wouldn't give him. I don't know you don't care about money. She was thinking I'll give her everything. I don't
you
care.
would. You would give her everything.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. And even if you got with someone, you'd still give her everything.
Yeah.
And the woman that you're with, you're like, no, I'm not going to give you everything. You wouldn't though.
No, but I want to make sure
that your baby's mom is looked after, and I think that's nice.
Yeah,
because no one will ever top that love that you have for her. Sorry.
You know, you like to rub things.
You have to rub it in. Sorry, people, but no one will ever top that love. You'll always provide for her. She will always be number one because she's your kid's mom, and I'm afraid that's the way it is, ladies.
Right, listen. But my point is, is that I don't ever want to be the guy that is like, if it's not about the fight, what is it about? I realize everything you buy, you get tired of shopping. Like,
I still enjoy the journey. I'm not saying I don't enjoy the journey. So we're still doing this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you remove if he's just working, providing for his family. That's his thing. He's providing for his family. Now his missus is in a better position to do that.
He feels
useless.
Yeah. And I had the same feeling when Charlotte had the baby. Because I was like, I haven't done anything. She's done it all. So I had that useless feeling. So I understand the feeling he's got. But I don't understand how that's not a decision by nature. What he's talking about. You want to fucking do something, get off your ass and go and do it. If your missus now can provide, why don't you go and use that time now?
Exactly, that's what you got to do. You've got to enhance your education.
Don't complain about it.
Yeah, I think education. He has to educate himself. You're right.
Educate yourself. Maybe go back to school, or maybe start up a part-time business. What does he want to do though?
But this is what I'm saying. Once you remove your dream, what you want to do, life becomes very mundane. It's like we have ambition.
Yeah.
If you haven't got ambition, life looks very different.
Life would be, fuck me, if we weren't doing what we're doing now, life would be boring. I don't know how people have a normal job. No offense, everyone. I don't know how you go to work and work for someone.
I think fear shapes a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, it does, but they need to get out of this habit and set your mindset that these people don't control you. These people don't control you. And you're lucky, mate, because you have the opportunity to almost use your missus to buy you time.
Yeah, so you could now what you need to do, I would suggest to you, is your financial strain has been removed. Then now you use that time to educate yourself.
Because I know you talk about it like, oh, Pete's bills and his missus paying the bills, yeah? But you're looking at me, at my journey, I'm going like that in my head. That's like that. Now, the end is up here. I was down there when I started comedy. I think I'm about here now. So I am going up. I am progressing. So you can look at it like, but we did plan this. It wasn't like I jumped on Charlotte and said, yeah, I'm going to just take you when you've already got that. No, we planned it. We made a plan. We were both in sales, so we were both rock bottom, not making a lot of money. We both planned it. She'd go and study, become the accountant, provide while I do this. That was the plan. The plan is coming into fruition. So don't have a go at me like I'm using her to pay the bills, because I guarantee you, come back to me in 3 years' time, she won't pay a thing. Give me time. That's all I'm saying.
So basically what it is that one hand
washes the other.
So that's like the plan. So he's not. So maybe that's what will make your situation not good. If you have no plan,
you're gonna feel useless.
So you
get a plan. turn off the video games.
He hasn't said anything about video games.
I'm just saying, if he does play video games, don't. Because I think I'm getting a video game vibe. Can you message us again, bud? Let's see if he's got the video game vibes going on. Because knock that in the head. That's the first thing I did, Luke.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I saw the GTA.
Don't.
And it's not that. And I feel like if we've made some good progress, I'm going to treat myself.
No, don't.
Why?
No, it's a life waster, man. Please.
No. What do I work all the time? I work and I read.
I know, but you get consumed. You're going to be like, Pete, hold on. I'm on level 56.
No, you're just scared.
Yeah,
you're scared. I'll take my foot off the gas. You're too scared.
No, I know, because I know if you do it, then I'll do it, and then we'll play online, and we'll be like, nah, let's just play GTA. Come on,
let's record this for content.
I keep saying I'll treat myself to like a console or something.
I think, yeah.
I can't. You cannot. They are there to keep you in the game. That is the idea of these video game companies.
There's a lyric, yeah. There's a lyric, and I've always think about playing computer games. Okay, people. I'm paraphrasing, but it's Nas. It's like people are playing PlayStations. Well, there's people out there building space stations, and it's true. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
That is their job. And Charlotte used to work for these companies. Their job
to keep you addicted to it
is to keep you addicted to the game. Trust me. Do not buy it. It's bad news. It's a life waster. It's a time waster.
Do you know what it is?
For us, it's no good.
I've always tried to get back into video games. Like I haven't been able to play it since I was a kid.
I can't. As soon as I pick one up, I'm addicted again.
Really, I can't. I can't get into it.
Never see me again.
Really?
Never. I'll be like, because you remember I played that one where you stuck on an island?
Oh yeah, was it lockdown?
Yeah.
When you was cleaning your island.
I was cleaning my island, but I wouldn't clean my room in real life. Dude, you don't function, man. Like, I can't get into it because I'll be addicted. And I wouldn't focus on this. You'd be like, Pete, is the clip done? Maybe.
Yeah. I'll check after I do to finish this level.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, buddy, man, just focus. I think focus on your development. Now that you got the weight of the bills being taken off your hand, maybe try and maybe invest in yourself, in your education. That's the only way.
Yeah, education.
And get some ambition.
Get some ambition. Or what have you always wanted to do? Try and do it. Have you ever wanted to do anything?
Yeah, there's time to go. Now you got the responsibilities.
Now you got the resources.
Yeah, to go for your dream. But all right, let's get out of here, guys. Thank you for spending time with us. Also, check out our Patreon. If you're listening, can you leave a review on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast? And if you're watching, hit the subscribe button and the bell.
Yeah, comment, like, subscribe, leave a review on whatever podcast forum you're listening on. And if you don't mind, guys, when we post up a TikTok clip or an Instagram clip, make sure you comment, like it, favorite it, and please share it.
It helps us immensely.
It helps us out massively. We appreciate all your support, and we love each and every one of you.
Thanks a lot.
This has been Luke and Pete.
Talking sheet. Take care, guys.